Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we will be breaking into this week's deals and discounts for Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know if you like the face camera on or off on my content, because I can do either. I just felt like, why not get up close and personal today? Now this is the F-160 Raiju. It is by far the best jet I'd be willing to say in the game, especially after the nerf to the laser's machine gun and explosive capabilities. So with that in mind, I would highly recommend to buy it this week. It's 20% off. Without the trade price, it's normally 6.8 million. This week, it's 5.1. Even if you don't own the trade price for your Raiju, I would highly recommend to still pick it up. To get the trade price, it's a pain in the butt. You need to go into your Mammoth Avenger, purchase a little console so that you can then start up missions, because for some reason you can't just call people on the phone anymore. After doing the missions, you will unlock the trade price. But in my opinion, it's a waste of time, a waste of money to put that module inside your Avenger. I would just recommend to buy it discounted if you don't have the trade price. It's a really, really good deal. Now, a lot of YouTubers are being pretty lame with their titles this week. I know GTA Men titled his video times 5 money this week, which it's just not. Yes, you can make times 5 on taxi work, but let's be real. Nobody's gonna do taxi work, especially when you can make double money this week on vehicle cargo. We have not seen a vehicle cargo double money week in like ever. It's been 50%. I don't think I've ever seen a double money. And I've made a couple videos in the past talking about vehicle cargo actually being pretty decent. It makes around $700-ish thousand an hour if you're selling your vehicles in a public lobby due to the fact they added a high demand bonus to the vehicles. Also, if you sell in a public lobby, your vehicles will not be attacked by NPCs. So I would definitely recommend when you're doing the sale missions for exotic export vehicles to do them in public lobbies. Because it's double money, you're going to be able to earn upwards of $1.5 to $1.6 million every hour participating in it, which is absolutely insane. I would highly recommend to do so. I'll make a video tomorrow talking about all the ins and outs of the business, how to make as much money as possible, but definitely stay tuned for that. But when it comes to times 5 money with taxi work, nobody cares. You're not going to be making extra money. Some other little tidbits here and there. There's a big Sprunk challenge going on this week. Drink as many Sprunk cans as possible. You need to drink like a combined of 200 million, I think it was, to get a special Sprunk livery. Just drink Sprunk cans. I mean, you can just walk over to any vending machine and grab one. Just grab like 1 or 2. It shouldn't be too bad. I think everybody should be able to complete the challenge. Alright, with those things aside, let's actually break into this week's discounts. First of all, 50% off executive warehouses and buildings, office buildings. Highly recommend to spend your money on buildings and properties this week that are discounted. 50% off is the largest bonus you're ever going to find. Maybe Rockstar's feeling like a good mood because they released the information of GTA 6 this morning. I don't know. But what I can say is that this is absolutely massive. 50% off a vehicle warehouse is a steal, judging that the cheapest one's already only like 1.5 mil, so you can get one for 700 grand. In a less than an hour, you can earn back all the money you've spent. Definitely purchase one. When it comes to vehicles that are discounted, well, first of all, HSW conversions are. Unfortunately, I play on PC, so I can't get access to them. But if you do play on console, especially the next generations, you are able to get 50% off any HSW car. So make sure, if you haven't done all of your conversions and you've been waiting to, do it this week. We have the podium vehicle being the Ocelot Penetrator. It's a decent car. I can't necessarily say there's anything special about it, but it's a fun car. It's based off the Jaguar XJ220, which is a really cool car in real life, and I'm a big fan of it, but yeah, it's about as much as I can say. We also break into the Rapid GT Classic for this week's prize ride. It's not that special of a car, and I don't expect the challenges to get it to be very special either. I think it looks really cool, and it sounds amazing, but in terms of performance and handling, it's pretty mediocre in the Sports Classics category. But if you like the look of it, go pick it up, especially because you will be increasing your LS car meet reputation while doing the races. Now we arrive to this week's discounted vehicles. Starting off, we have the Obey 9F Cabrio. It's a Cabrio because the roof can go up and down, which is kind of cool, I guess. There's not much special about the car other than that. It's normally only, $130,000. You can get it this week for $78,000. So, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's a discounted sports car, and it's got okay handling. It's got decent acceleration. I mean, it's not bad, but I can't really say there's anything special about it. It has like non-existent customization, and yeah, the vehicle overall is just pretty mediocre. But you can see that its handling is actually quite nice. That's one thing I've always liked about the Obeys, is that even the old ones, like the 9F, has really, really good handling overall. And of course, somebody took my parking spot in the 10 seconds we were gone. Well, we're parking here. Next up, we have the GP1. I really like the look of the GP1. And that's about as much as I can say. In terms of performance and handling, it's not great. It only reaches a top speed of like 120 miles per hour, which is very, very mediocre for the supers category. And the car is also pretty bad on handling. I mean, it has amazing grip. You can see here, like, you don't have any troubles with grip. The problem is, look at how bad its turning radius is. I mean, that's atrociously bad. So it's a fun car to mess around with. I can definitely say that hands down. But in terms of actual handling, I can't recommend to pick it up. But it's a very cheap supercar. It's normally only $1.25 million. This we can get it for $750,000. So, I mean, yeah, I can't say it's a bad deal. I'd still recommend to pick it up if you don't have it, just to throw it in your collection. But apart from that, yeah, nothing all too crazy. This next car I would recommend to pick up. This is the Visser Neo, a vehicle I, first of all, think has fantastic customization going for it. The vehicle sounds amazing. It has great interior design. This is just a great vehicle all around. There's so many different customization aspects you can put on it. Plus, this car is incredibly fast. I think it can go upwards of 128 miles per hour, which is very good for the sports category. It's got great acceleration, all-wheel drive, and it's one of the best lap time sports cars available. So overall, I would highly recommend to pick up the car, especially because it's only $1.1 million this week. That's dirt cheap in terms of how good the handling and performance is. Definitely will be making a specialized review on this car later this week. Now we arrive to the Pfister 811. This is one of my favorite all-time supers in the game. It's also a removed car that has come back this week, so if you like the look of it, definitely pick it up. I think it looks so cool. Just like the Progen GP1, handling-wise, the car's not the best. Unlike the GP1, though, it doesn't have great grip, so that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it doesn't turn very well. However, it's not about the turning with this car, it's about the straight line speed. It can reach a top speed of 132, which on PC is still one of the fastest supercars available in the game. If you play on next generation console, HSW cars do basically make this vehicle irrelevant, but I still think it looks really, really nice, and it's just such a cool car to drive around, and so many people love the way it looks, and I'm definitely one of them. Especially because it's removed this week, and it's fairly cheap, only $700,000, I would definitely recommend to pick it up. Alright, we move over to the Ocelot Locust. Nothing special in terms of handling, it's middle of the road. But I can actually say I enjoy driving it a lot. It's quite a nippy, fun little car. It's got decent handling, but not the best. It's okay, though. And in terms of acceleration, it's pretty fast, which is actually nice. Top speed, though, is, it's like 120. So it's not necessarily an impressive car by any means. This week, it is discounted from normally $1.6 million to $1 million. So not all too bad. But yeah, in terms of the vehicle, I can't really recommend to pick it up. If you like the way it looks, you know, kind of little Lotus style, then get it. But apart from that, I definitely wouldn't say to spend your money on it because there's really nothing all too special. Oh, look, somebody left us an open parking spot. All right, we got 2 cars left, both of which are OG vehicles from GTA. Story mode. Starting off, we have the Infernus. This is a pretty average supercar. It sounds amazing. I mean, let me turn up the volume. I mean, that's just such a good engine sound. Unfortunately, while it sounds amazing, again, handling-wise, it's pretty average. Top speed-wise, it's also on the lower end. It is an OG supercar, so it makes sense over the years there would be newer and faster vehicles released into the game. It's still a fun car to mess around with, and it's very cheap. It's normally only $440,000. It's 50% off. It's only $220, and it is a removed vehicle that's coming back. So in that sense, yeah, I'd say to pick it up. But in the actual sense of, you know, if you want it for performance, nah, I can't really say there's anything special. Finishing off the video, we have the Cheetah, another supercar. This one is normally $650,000. Again, it's discounted half off, $330,000. It's a fun car. It's got okay handling. Again, it's not very good overall. It also features like 0 customization, same for the Infernus. So yeah, it's a cool car. I actually own a personal Cheetah. And yeah, because of that, I think it's a pretty cool vehicle, but I can't recommend to pick it up. I just can't say there's anything special about these vehicles. Hopefully, you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, as always, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.